Alrighty. Good morning. It's what? December 29th, 8:13 a.m. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, today we got review of, what's it called? I got 6 binary charts and a small news update. We'll get to that here in a sec. News so far today was a dud. It was unemployment claims, I believe. Yeah, it's USD unemployment claims. We got an oil trade coming up too. Let me set up for that real quick so I don't forget. What time is it going to be at? 11. 10 o'clock Central. And we're all set up for that. And let me get one chart open so it's not completely boring. And then we'll take a look at the binary charts that I was sent to take a look at. Like I said, I have not been trading binary at all for the month of December, and the person that's doing it is on demo, so at least they're doing it that way. They're just learning, so that's all cool. There are some pretty good examples in there, though. So we'll go over those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else before we get going. Alrighty, so if we have questions, whatever, just hit me up. We're going to go over about 6 charts for binary, and then we are going to take a look at the news. I got a little video to show you and what this is right here. I'll drop it into the mega folder for y'all so you can have it. But let's start off with what? Okay, so the first one we got, and this is using TA. This is has 2 trades on it. Some I agree with, some I don't. But like I said, this person's new. Let's get it so we can see the confluence zones. This one I would consider weak. I know you did win on it, but I would consider this a very weak trade. Reason being is just institutional wise, I'm not seeing it. You're kind of in a dead zone. And what I mean by a dead zone is, it's a good color for this. Let's try white. So here's the bottom of the candle. It hits, you have one here and it barely hits here. Personally, I think this would have been a better trade right here. This was jumping the gun way ahead of time. If I look down here and I see this, that's the estimated point of reversal using the current FIBO swing, the formula that's built into it. And then we have this. So we have 1, 2, 3 institutional. Then we have a current market, another current market. It's busted through here. And we're overbought, oversold. That for me would have been much, much better. So this one was jumping the gun. This one here, jumping the gun. I would have waited one more candle. It's hard when you're new. You get a little excited about stuff, so don't worry about it. It's not like you did anything horribly evil. Next is, this is GBPJPY. I don't particularly trade this pair, but this trade here, and let's get back to our little doodle mode. I can see you're grasping the concept on it because we have 1, 2, we have 3 institutionals. The 161 was here, so this gives us 1 current market condition, busted here, almost touched here, so that's 2 market conditions. Current, overbought, oversold, 3 current, and we actually have a 4th institutional. So you had shit tons of confluence here. Perfectly good trade. Now we get over here on this one. Here, let's see. So for one, yes, this was a good trade. Now this one over here, Actually, this one wasn't too bad. It just didn't go your way till the next candle. So, yeah, I'm not going to say anything bad about this one. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure the daily open. Yeah, that one's not too bad. So, overall, I'd say you made a okay decision here. Nothing bad. So, you haven't made any major screw-ups yet, which is good. Next up, we got this one. Is this the one I was looking at? This is USDJPY. I'm an okay fan of this one. Now, if we're looking at this one, this trade good. This trade here, this is your first screw up. I have no understanding of why you would take this one. It wasn't qualified. It wasn't good. This trade here is a no. This one, yes. This one, no. I mean, looks like you just got excited. Remember, overbought, oversold down here is not a reason to trade. We're also looking to combine confluence with support and resist. Because if we look back, yes, there was confluence here, but then this candle hits, and we get it hitting a support zone, but there's nothing institutional-wise within this area to get us into it. So if this whole area here would have been a pass. I'm just no. That was not the best trade in the world. This one good, this one bad. So far, we've only made one big mistake, which that's actually pretty impressive for someone that's new. Next one. This is AUDUSD. My issue with this one is it's a very tiny range. These candles would scare the shit out of me, but you pulled 2 out of 3 out of it. I personally wouldn't have been trading this, but I can see why you did. I mean, we had a weekly pivot. The weekly pivot is kind of like my weakness, too. I take trades when they hit it. This trade, barely overbought, oversold. I would consider it more luck. This one was okay. And this one, again, I mean, 2 out of 3 for trading this kind. I personally just would not have been trading this whole chart. I don't see any structure in it. It's just kind of flat with a little bumps. So, personally, I would not have been trading AUDUSD on this when it looks like this. It looks like trash. But if you pulled 2 out of 3 out of it, that's kind of scary. GBP, I believe, looks kind of the same. The range is too small. Would not have been trading this. You see how there's no structure? The candles are just kind of moving up and down, up and down, up and down. I would have considered this more than luck than anything that you won this. But we don't see any structure. When we see this kind of movement, I would stay out of the markets. A big part of learning to trade is going to be knowing when to stay in and out of the markets, and I would have for that one. Euro, kind of the same look on it. If you look, what I'm seeing is this whole movement here is just ugly. It doesn't give us anything to pick from. Then you got in on this tiny little candle here. This tiny little doji candle, that is a no. The price action just is not there. We need something moving if we're going to be trading it. So it started off good, then it got worse. But overall, if you're on demo and it's the holidays, I give it to you for at least getting up and trading. Alright, so that sums up the review. Damn mosquitoes, man. How can it be winter where there's mosquitoes? Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about the news. And again, I will be dumping this over into the folder for you, so don't worry about it. Let's start off with a quick video that I did. Open with... And remember, this will be in Mega, so just check it. And you can throw it on your chart. Come on, baby. Alright, so I'm going to pause it. Let's take a look at something. 5, 5. Oh, this was the actual trade itself. This was the dud, if you want to watch it. Woo, super exciting. Dud. Alright, let's get to the one I wanted to see. Sorry. I think I recorded it. If not, I'll just show you again real quick. Okay, so the idea here is let's look at the times. We have 13, 15, and 17. We can see that we're running on system time, which makes it easier for us to figure out when news is. Otherwise, we would be looking at time that says 1250. And then we have to figure out that time versus where this server is compared to Forex Factory. So running on system time helps us to determine much quicker. So we're not using we're not using broker time, we're using system time. But MT4 has an issue where when ticks come in, and I guess let me explain this. La la la. Let's just go over here. Let's see if we have any left over if I cleaned them out. Open data folder. Give me a sec. I'm going to look for a file so that I can help explain this. Okay. So when a tick comes in, they don't come in at a consistent rate. They don't come in like once every second. When a tick comes in, and let's zoom in a little and make this bigger for you. So we got 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Let's see if we can find one where it skips. Okay, so here we go. So here's the last digit here is seconds. So we can see for 2 seconds, price would not have moved, nor would have MT4 updated. So let's just say by coincidence, and I'm just going to pretend here and we'll write this out, but so 20, let's make it 2049. Oops, I can type, and this is so I can help explain. And we're going to say news is at 2100. So we're actually, it goes 59, and then it's going to go 0, 0, then 0, 1. So we're actually losing about 2 seconds in there when the MT4 may or may not. Well, remember, it's going to be looking to take the trade at that time, or to freeze the pending orders at that time. So one, this is going to get us to freeze the pending orders almost exactly. I'll show you what I'm doing next, but just so you can understand. So what's going to happen is right here, we're going to give it an artificial tick that it's going to see exactly when it goes to 2100. Then the pending order is frozen. Damn bug, man, I swear to God. I know you're probably a little confused on what I'm talking about, but we're talking about how the ticks aren't time related, so we can get a slight variation in time, which we don't want, because price could jump between this tick and we don't have our pending orders frozen. So what we're going to be doing is forcing MT4 to update every second and basically get the order in. Now on the other side, since I'm placing a pending order, and this is worst case scenario, but let's say we're placing the pending order at 2049, and I'm doing mine 4 seconds before. So let's say it's a tick comes in at 2049.44, and then we don't get another tick till 2049. That's 20. Let's go worst case scenario. 2100. So let's say we don't get a tick there. There's a possibility, and I was looking through this from some of the people's videos, there is a possibility that because we get no communication at all, MT4 doesn't know what time it is, and the pending order fails to be placed. This one was very rare, but I did see it. So in order to fix that, and this is a just in case, and it's kind of like I had told, I think, Robin, this is kind of like going to be giving MT4 a pacemaker and give it a nice steady heartbeat. Okay, so back to where we were. If we look, the times are 13, 15, and 17. That far off because of a lack of ticks. This was way before news release and it's holiday trading, so yes. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, so 13, 15, 20. Now it's 24, 25, 20. You see how it's kind of all over the place? So let's turn on our pacemaker. Now if we look, 32, 32, 32. So we're basically, this does not interfere with the log file. It doesn't add any data to it. All it's basically doing is, like I said, it's just a pacemaker for MT4. And if we watch, everything is now in sync perfectly. So how do we get that running? From Mega, all you have to do is download it to your desktop. It'll be here. Right click it, do copy. If you're on a VPS, you'll go to your VPS, right click it, and paste, and it'll drop it right there. It uses almost 0. You can see that it's running here. You can turn it off when you're not using it, but if we look, so here's 27, and see how it's pausing at 27 seconds, and it jumped to 37. So I mean, this is holiday trading, it's US CAD. There was a 10-second break there, 41, 42, 43, another 3-second break. This is what I'm talking about, where sometimes the ticks don't come in, and I wanted a way to fight this. Click, okay, thank you. I'm not going to go with the newer version because it uses a lot more memory. Now let's look. 1, 2, it's moving nice and smooth. Alright guys, so unless we have questions, that's really the update for today. Again, I'm going to throw that over in Mega so you can have it. It'll basically, like I said, gives you a nice little heartbeat for your MT4 to follow. No, you don't need to drop it because it does have settings. I know y'all are going to go playing within it. You don't need to drop it down to like refreshing every quarter of a second. Leave it at 1 second. That's perfectly sufficient. It's just to get rid of that little bit of delay. Sometimes you'll see, and sometimes it's a big delay. Sorry, that was a weird noise. But other than that, I really don't see too. God damn, man, the mosquito. Other than that, I see no questions. We got an oil trade coming up here in 30 minutes. I'll be doing it on US CAD. I'll record it. So far, December's been here. I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, I did have one question because somebody was asking me how the FX or forex.com is working out for me. Give me a second. Let me check the account. I guess this will work. This is the basic diagram of what this is what December's looking like so far. It's a little bit. There's 11.19 on, so that's what it's looking like. 11. It was flat. I took a dip there because this was actually my fault. I had the wrong settings, but now it's been up and up. So forex.com, I'm not hesitant. We'll see. Probably late January, I'm probably going to switch. I am liking them a little bit more because overall their spread is a little more stable during news compared to FXCM. I'm waiting till after the holidays are over to give them a call. Other than that, guys, have a good one. I will post the file to Mega right now. If I could type it in right. But Mega. Trying to find the stop button. Alright, have a good one all. I will see you all after. If oil moves or anything, I'll go live again and review it. If it's a dud, I don't see the point. Alright, have a good one, and thank you for sending the charts. I believe it was Max. Thanks a lot. Hopefully you can get it. Let me ask him before I get. We're going to try a translation thing on these for him. What is your native language? So what I'm doing is we're gonna his first language is in English, but I'm gonna try YouTube can do a translation. I'm gonna see how it works out. All right, guys, have a good one. I babbled enough. Be safe for the New Year's and all that fun stuff.